Hey, what's up, YouTube? Welcome back to Jerry's NBA Talk TV. You guys know I appreciate it. As you can see in the name of this video, I'm pretty disappointed today. I was gonna make a video about this last night, but I said, well, Jerry, don't do that because maybe you might be a little, too caught up in the moment, maybe a little bit too emotional about it. So, don't make the video, sleep on it, and then wait till the next day. I slept on it and I waited till the next day. And as an NBA fan today, I'm very disappointed in the NBA for a couple of reasons. First thing is the referees. I'm big on always protecting the referees. I mean, I don't like to say a referee costs anybody the game. And let me explain something to you guys. I am not going for the Lakers or the Celtics in this series. My favorite player is LeBron James, and I have no vested interest whatsoever in who wins the series. I could care less. I just want to see the series go to 7. I want to be entertained every single game, and I like Game 7 to come down to 3, 4, even 5 overtimes, and then somebody hit a game-winning shot. I want to see exciting basketball, and I want to be entertained for my 2.5 to 2 hours and 45 minutes that I'm watching the game. And right now I'm not being entertained. Instead of being entertained, I find myself being frustrated not only by the amount of foul calls that are being called, but the way they're being called and who they're being called on. And this goes for both teams, the Lakers and the Celtics, and the magnitude of the calls. And the referees have totally taken control of the series. I can see if it was one game, maybe even 2, but all 3 games have been like this, and the NBA has not done anything to address it, in my opinion. So I don't know what's going on. Also, the scheduling. I don't know if you guys remember the Jerry's NBA question I asked the other day about the scheduling. How upset I was about why they gave the teams 2 days off in LA, but only turned around and gave one day off, 1 day of rest in Boston. I just don't get it. I mean, I know it's probably because of ABC and the scheduling they have, what the certain shows they have at a certain time slot and things like that. Okay, but as a NBA fan, you're supposed to be entertained for that time. And to me, the best way to entertain me is put the best product you can on the floor. And right now, the NBA is not putting the best product on the floor because if the players are tired, jet lagged, and fatigued, they're not going to be the best. They're not going to be at their best, and that's just the bottom line. I mean, everybody talks about Ray Allen missing his, his 8 3-pointers and his 13 field goals, going 0 for 13 in the game. They should talk about that. But what they're not talking about a lot is the rest of the players that missed a lot of shots and were fatigued as well. Kobe Bryant missed 19 shots in the game. He missed 19 shots. Now, he scored 29 points. 8 of them came from the free throw line off of some questionable calls, and also 10 of his field goals, were tough field goals, and I give him it. But he missed 19 shots. It's not because of the defense was that great. I mean, part of it was the defense, but what happens is, as a jump shooter, which Kobe is for the most part, if you don't have any legs to shoot, then guess what? You're not going to make the shot. That's the bottom line. Pau Gasol missed 6 shots out of 11, which is not normal for him. Overall, it just wasn't a good game to watch. I mean, and this is coming from a hardcore NBA fan. I can't imagine a person that doesn't really know a lot about basketball and says, you know what, let me take my son, over to the living room and let's just turn on the game. They keep talking about this guy Kobe Bryant and this guy Rondo. Let's see how the NBA is. Let's give it a try. And if they would have watched that game last night, they probably wouldn't even got through the first quarter before turning the TV off. I wanted to turn the TV off because the bottom line is it's not an entertaining game to watch right now in these finals. It's not. And another thing too is when Fisher went up for that layup in the fourth quarter, that dagger layup he hit and the foul. 2 things happened in that in my opinion. It was the referees and scheduling. I believe when I think it was Kevin Garnett, Ray Allen, and Big Baby went up to try to block his shot, and what happened was they got back, and it might have been because they were lazy, the Boston Celtics. And the reason why they didn't get back on time because they might have been lazy or something. But I think it was because they were tired. Due to, they didn't even practice that day. They didn't even practice for the game because they didn't have enough time because the quick turnaround. But when Fisher went up for that shot, two things happened. One, the Celtics were tired. And two, when Fisher was ahead of steam, what Garnett and them were thinking about was, wow, if I foul this guy right now, it's going to look like a hard foul because, number one, his momentum is carrying him to the basket. He's so far ahead of me, and what's going to happen if I foul him? And they're thinking about that. They're thinking about the referees because not only would it be a flagrant with 2 shots in the ball, but then they might get suspended for the next game. So the referees are definitely taking the aggressiveness away from the players. Now I understand you're supposed to protect the players. They're an investment and they make a lot of money, and I understand that. But don't take away from the other team's aggressiveness, any team's aggressiveness. And that's what I just don't like. Even though the media and SportsCenter tries to make these guys out to be heroes and superheroes and super athletes, and they definitely can do things that the normal people can't. But the bottom line is, folks, they're human beings just like us. They get tired, and it's June right now. You know, the season for them started in October in the preseason and in training camp. Okay? It's been 8 months. It's a long time. You got to give these guys a little bit of rest to get the best out of them. If you want a good product, NBA, and you want people to be entertained, you know, who wants to watch a whole bunch of bricks? Who wants to watch a whole bunch of shots being missed? Who wants to, you know, see a whole bunch of people just going to the free throw line and the players arguing with the referees? And I mean, it's not an entertaining game. With all that being said, guys, I'm not going to answer the question of the day. I'll give you my opinion on it. Kobe Bryant's going to win the MVP. The Lakers will win the NBA championship. They'll win it in 6 games. Boston will win 1 in Boston, and LA will win 2 in Boston. Boston will lose Game 6 in LA, and LA will become the NBA World Champions. That's my opinion. I can just tell the way it's going. That's the way I see it. I'm not going to be covering the NBA Finals anymore. I'm not going to ask any questions about the Boston Celtics and the LA Lakers. I may not even watch the games. Who knows? But I'll be back for draft coverage, LeBron James free agency coverage, and also I have a special coming up probably in August or September. I'm going to do a 30 teams in 30 days. I'm going to break down all 30 teams. As an NBA fan, I should not be, feeling this way in June. I should be happy right now. Even though if my team is not in it or my favorite player is not in it, I should be entertained and I should be happy. And right now I'm not. I'm really considering not watching games 4, 5, and 6. I'm really considering that. Thanks again, guys, for your support and watching. I'm sorry if you guys really wanted me to ask questions and stuff like that. I'm sorry. You can leave me comments and things like that. But for now, I'm going to be signing off for probably about a week or something like that. So, and I'll be back to cover the draft and LeBron James free agency and Dwayne Wade and whatever else you guys want me to talk about. Let me know. Okay? Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. I'll talk to you soon. And remember, if you're an NBA fan, this is our league, and it's for us. And if you're not happy like me, maybe we need to do something about it. But until next time, guys, talk to you soon. Take care.